Hello and welcome back to Road TRIpVIA, the once-a-day road trip trivia quiz. Today's episode is number 984. We are in the Final 50 Trivia Challenge, and today is part 17. Today's questions were sent in by Robert from Houston, Texas. There's a good mix of questions, several different categories, varying degrees of difficulty. I think you guys are going to like today's. Thank you for sending it in, Robert. Thanks everybody for watching it, and good luck. Question number 1. A British agent is abducted and imprisoned in a mysterious coastal village where his captors designate him as number 6 and try to find out why he abruptly resigned from his job. What is the name of this 1960s British TV series starring Patrick McGoohan and filmed in Portmeirion, Wales? The answer is The Prisoner. Question number 2. The rock group Queen's fifth studio album, released in 1976 and featuring the songs Somebody to Love and Tie Your Mother Down, served as a companion to their previous album, A Night at the Opera. What was the album title that was taken from a Marx Brothers film? Queen's 1976 album was called A Day at the Races. Question number 3. With the actors performing on roller skates, which 1984 Andrew Lloyd Webber stage musical tells the story of a young but obsolete steam engine, Rusty, who races against modern locomotives in the hope of impressing a first-class observation car, Pearl? That interesting sounding musical is called Starlight Express. Question number 4. Situated in the Canadian territory of Nunavut, with a population of about 13,000 and a year-round presence of polar bears, caribou, and Arctic foxes, what is the largest island in Canada and the 5th largest island in the world? It is called Baffin Island. Question number 5. Created in 1959 by writer René Goscinny and illustrator Albert Uderzo, what is the name of the fictional character and titular hero of a French comic book series which portrays him as a diminutive but fearless warrior Gaul living in the time of Julius Caesar's Gallic Wars? That comic book character's name is Asterix. Question number 6. The story focuses on a police detective protecting an Amish woman and her young son who becomes a target after he witnesses a murder in a Philadelphia train station. Directed by Peter Weir, what is this 1985 crime thriller starring Harrison Ford, Kelly McGillis, and Lucas Haas? The name of that movie is Witness. Question number 7. Separating the Mediterranean and Atlantic coastlines from the Sahara Desert, what is the name of the mountain range in North Africa which stretches around 2,500 kilometers through Morocco, Algeria, and Tunisia? That range is called the Atlas Mountains. Question number 8. In 1971, at the age of 19, she won both the French Open and Wimbledon women's singles titles, becoming the first Australian Aboriginal player to do so. Who was this tennis star who went on to win 14 Grand Slam tournament titles during her career? Her name was Yvonne Goolagong. Question number 9. Tennyson's poem The Charge of the Light Brigade describes a failed 1854 military action led by Lord Cardigan against Russian forces during which battle of the Crimean War? A battle which also inspired the name for a style of knitted headgear worn by British troops to keep warm. That was called the Battle of Balaclava. Question number 10. What was the name of the British poet, historical novelist, and critic born in 1895 who wrote a number of popular historical novels including King Jesus, The Golden Fleece, Count Belisarius, and I, Claudius? That author's name was Robert Graves. Question number 11. The first animated series to win an Emmy featured a blue anthropomorphic coonhound with a strong southern drawl and a trademark off-key rendition of the song "Oh My Darling Clementine." What was the name of this popular 1950s and 60s Hanna-Barbera cartoon character? His name was Huckleberry Hound. Question 12. In the early 1980s, the men's basketball teams of the University of Houston Cougars, featuring future Hall of Fame players Hakeem Olajuwon and Clyde Drexler, adopted what fraternity-sounding nickname which aptly described their frenetic style of play, which included an abundance of dunks? They were often referred to as Phi Slamma Jamma. Question number 13. Following a successful career in the United States Air Force, this aviator became the first to officially travel faster than the speed of sound. What was the name of this test pilot who was prominently featured in the 1983 movie The Right Stuff, portrayed by Sam Shepard? The answer is Chuck Yeager. Question number 14. Introduced in 1955 by the festival's organizing committee and first awarded to Delbert Mann for the film Marty, what is the name of the highest prize awarded at the Cannes Film Festival? The name of that prize is the Palme d'Or, or the Golden Palm. Question 15. Widely used historically to make stone tools and start fires, what is the name of this cryptocrystalline form of the mineral quartz, categorized as a variety of chert that occurs in chalk or marly limestone? Historically used to make stone tools and start fires, the answer is flint. Question number 16. The inaugural FIFA World Cup of Association Soccer was held in 1930 and consisted of 13 teams. Which nation won the competition, defeating Argentina by a score of 4-2 in the final after having beaten Yugoslavia 6-1 in the semifinals? The answer is Uruguay. Question number 17. Following the 1066 Norman conquest of England, William I ordered a great survey whose main purpose was to record the annual value of every piece of landed property in the realm, including manpower and livestock. What was the name of the manuscript record of this survey completed in 1086? The answer is the Domesday Book. Question number 18, founded around 1865 by Majid bin Said, the first Sultan of Zanzibar, with a name that translates to Abode of Peace. What is the largest city, financial hub, and former capital of Tanzania? The answer is Dar es Salaam. Question number 19, based on Gordon M. Williams' 1969 novel The Siege of Trencher's Farm, and immediately controversial due to its graphic and sexual violence, what was the name of this 1971 psychological thriller film directed by Sam Peckinpah, starring Dustin Hoffman and Susan George? It was called Straw Dogs. Question 20. On July 4th, 1976, an Israeli commando squad rescued 103 hostages from a French jet airliner that had been hijacked en route from Israel to France and flown to Uganda, inspiring two feature-length movies whose titles include the name. What was the airport where the operation took place? The answer is Entebbe. Alright, that is it for today. Thank you for watching today's episode of Road TRIpVIA. Thank you again to Robert from Houston, Texas. Excellent quiz. He's actually already sent in 2 more quizzes. One more random quiz and a quiz based on the life and songs of Billy Joel. We'll play those. We'll put those into episodes after episode number 1000, so we've got something to look forward to. He did a great job on today's quiz. I'm sure those are excellent as well. Thank you, Robert, for sending those in. Thank you, everybody else, for watching. And remember, we're in the middle of the final 50 trivia challenge, working our way down to episode number 1000. These last 50 episodes have all been written and sent in by viewers of the channel, just like you, as a way to say thank you. At the end of this month, when we do our live episode, we're going to give one of them $500 cash. At the live episode, September 28th, we're going to write all of their numbers on individual ping pong balls, throw them into a bucket. We're going to draw out one of them. That person is going to win $500 as a way to say thank you again. The last several weeks, it'll end up being 50 days. I've been traveling. I've been to several countries. I've been to even more states, Hawaii. I've been on the plane. I've been on trains. I've been in buses and taxis and my own vehicle. I've been all over, super busy. It's very hard to write trivia when you're moving around that much. So everybody who has submitted these quizzes has been a huge help keeping this channel going. I'm finally getting settled now in Dayton, Ohio. Getting the studio set up, getting on a little bit more of a schedule. Hopefully things are going to normalize. We'll start getting a time and a regular time every day where these quizzes will come out and get back on track. So thank you everybody who's helped over the last few weeks. Actually, it's almost going to end up being 6 weeks at the end of it. So over a month of trivia that was written by just viewers of the channel. Thank you for your participation. I'm looking forward to the next 1000 episodes. Here is question 21, the tiebreaker, from Robert. Good luck. Formed in 1978 in Crawley, England, and headed up by Robert Smith, what is the name of this rock band that released its first studio album, Three Imaginary Boys, in 1979, and has had multiple hit singles including Love Song, Friday I'm in Love, and Just Like Heaven? The name of that band is The Cure. All right, that's it for today. I'll actually be probably putting another one out later today to get all caught up before the live episode. So I'll either see you tomorrow or in a few hours, depending on what your YouTube schedule looks like. See you then.